Deep stillness rested on the parlor floor before a sudden notion cut the dark. I saw us standing by the hardware store, two hungry kids who chased a single spark. We saved our dimes inside a cracked glass cup and swore we would build a life and never stop. The street lamps flickered through the evening chill. Our battered shoes were soaked with autumn rain. We held our breath and watched the rising hill, and promised we would break the family chain. We traded nickel candy bars for dreams of neon lights, and drew our future maps across the frosty window glass. We learned to drive a rusted truck through endless August nights, and swore that simple working days would never let us pass. The radio was glowing soft and low. A saxophone was playing from the coast. You squeezed my hand and said we had to go before the quiet village made us ghosts. We packed 2 shirts inside a leather sack and left the front door unlocked at the rear. The dark asphalt stretched out for 40 miles. The dashboard lights cast yellow on your face. We hid our shivering behind our smiles and drove like we were winning every race. We traded nickel candy bars for dreams of neon lights, and drew our future maps across the frosty window glass. We learned to drive a rusted truck through endless August nights, and swore that simple working days would never let us pass. Now 50 winters come and go like water through a sieve. The photo on the mantle keeps the young color in your eyes. We found the small town lives that we were terrified to live, and discovered every humble house holds its own prize. I put the jar back on the kitchen shelf and turned the parlor reading lamp to low. We built the dream by giving of ourselves, and that was more than enough 60 years ago.
Fresh cedar sawdust fill the evening air, beside an empty can of blue enamel paint. Young Davy smoothed the hull without a care, while evening shadows made the rafters faint. He swore that wooden keel would hit the sea 1,000 miles from Kansas, wheat and dust. Neighbors laughed and said he was a fool to build an ocean in a dusty barn. He only smiled and wiped a rusty tool and kept on spinning his secret little yarn. He shaped the pipe and dreamed of open foam, and traced a map across the concrete floor. A boy who felt too big for staying home, just waiting for chased the tide until it went to rest. The autumn came and took his youth away. He sold the boat to pay his mother's rent. He worked the local depot every day and wondered where those golden summers went. Yet every time the rainy breeze blew through, his eyes would light up like they used to do. He never saw the great Pacific tide, nor felt the salty spray upon his face. But deep inside the heart he kept inside, he traveled everywhere from that small place. He shaped the pine and dreamed of open foam, and traced a map across the concrete floor. A boy who felt too big for staying home, just waiting for his life beyond the door. He carried grand ambitions in his chest and chased the tide until it went to rest. Now gray hair sits where dark curls used to fall. He walks his grandson down the gravel road. They stop beside the old garage frame wall, where sweet pine shavings used to lighten every load. He hands the boy a block of polished wood and tells him every dream is worth the ride. The old man smiles because he understood the ocean always lived right there inside. Stillness held the midnight kitchen tight until a sudden memory took flight. A rusty tin of movie stubs lay open on the chair, and 18 years of dust was hanging softly in the air. We planned to chase the coast down to the sea, just two young kids who believed in destiny. The porch light flickered red against the lane. We traced our future on the window pane. We packed a wooden box with folded maps from years before, not to linger near that quiet kitchen door. The highway stretched like a silver thread beneath the glowing moon, while wild ambition played a soft and everlasting tune. We chased the distant ocean where the rolling waters shine, and swore the endless future would be yours and truly mine. Your old guitar was sitting on the faded leather seat. We counted every street light down the sleepy county street. You strummed a chord and said that we were never going back. Two dreamers running wild along a forgotten railroad track. The world was
wider than the town we left behind, with every simple promise that a hopeful heart could find. The dashboard clock was stuck at 3 o'clock. We didn't care how far we had to walk. We packed a wooden box with folded maps from years before, and promised not to linger near that quiet kitchen door. The highway stretched like silver thread beneath the glowing moon, while wild ambition played a soft and everlasting tune. We chased the distant ocean where the rolling waters shine, and swore the endless future would be yours and truly mine. The years went by like telephone poles passing in a blur, and time reshaped the quiet people that we used to be back then. But sitting in the silence now, the dream is clear and bright, as brave as when we drove into the cool November night. The old Sedan is gone, the road is far away, but courage in the heart will always find a way to stay. We caught the wind back then, and we can catch it once again. The road is still waiting just around the bend. Where did the summer go after the carnival packed up its lights? I keep thinking of high school and worn out guitars on cold October nights. My mind wanders back to the porch with the peeling green paint, where we swore we would grow up to be either legendary or saint. The record keeps spinning long after the last melody dies. Now the tea has gone lukewarm, while the evening thoughts softly blur, recalling the restless ambition and the brave young fools we were. A young dreamer bought a thick winter coat to survive the bitter chill, pursuing a promised future up a steep and foggy northern hill. He surrendered his trusty guitar for a weekly wage down at the mill. Yet every dark midnight, lingering late, finds his hopeful spirit standing still. Why did we think that a highway could solve every ache in our chest? Johnny had plans for Chicago, while Annie headed way out west. I still wear the jacket jacket with brass buttons missing from '84. Looking at yellow in snapshots spread out on the hardwood floor. Now the tea has gone lukewarm while the evening thoughts softly blur, recalling the restless ambition and the brave young fools we were. A young dreamer bought a thick winter coat to survive the bitter chill, pursuing a promised future up a steep and foggy northern hill. He surrendered his trusty guitar for a weekly wage down at the mill. Yet every dark midnight, lingering late, finds his hopeful spirit standing still. Red neon signs, gas station tea, a dime in a payphone box, running fast down the alleyway as the Silver Harbor unlocks. We were never truly lost, just wildly alive and free, holding tight to a tomorrow that neither of us could see. The porch light flickers gently in the twilight breeze. We left our youngest dreams hanging in the maple trees. I close my old notebook and smile at what used to be. The music plays softly, still keeping company with me. Honey-colored lamplight washed the counter glass. An old man stirred his tea and let the silence pass. He looked at my guitar case resting on the floor and asked me where I learned to chase what lies ahead. He wiped his reading glasses with a checkered sleeve. He told me 21 is when you still believe. He bought a ticket for a train that never came and traded every wild ambition for a steady name, yet held the spark of 17 inside his quiet chest to remind a boy with 6 steel strings to give his best. He talked about a girl who painted autumn trees and how they swore they'd sail across the 7 seas. The world grew fast and turned their promises to dust, but shine and dreams don't die, they only gather rust. He reached into his pocket for a shiny dime. He smiled and said that fortune always favors time. He bought a ticket for a train that never came and traded every wild ambition for a steady name. to remind a boy with 6 steel strings to give his best. The clock above the kitchen door struck 4:30. A cold wind rattled softly at the entrance door. He told me never let the heavy years decide which songs you leave behind or keep inside. He bought a ticket for a train that never came and traded every wild ambition for a steady name, yet held the spark of 17 inside his quiet chest to remind a boy with 6 steel strings to give his best. He stood up slow and left a tip upon the tray. He wished me luck and gently turned to walk away. I tuned my middle seat and watched the rain descend, knowing young dreams live forever through a stranger friend. Told me yesterday the train was running late, then laughed because we had nowhere to go. A half-eaten apple resting on a wooden crate, a brass key jingling near the iron gate, and 50 cents saved up for the matinee show. We didn't need a map to find the shore. We counted telephone poles along the track. Every small detail hinted something more, and neither one of us was looking back. Castles out of bottle caps and twine, turning small corner stores into kingdom grounds. We shared a single bottle of sweet elderberry wine, chasing distant through sleepy county towns, believing every open road was yours and mine. I thumbed through Atlas open to the western state, a grease stain on the shoulder of my coat, 2 silver nickels resting by a chipped tea plate, a dandelion tucked into the garden gate, and words of a song written on a penny note. We didn't need a map to find the shore. We counted telephone poles along the track. Every small detail hinted something more, and neither one of us was looking back. Young hearts built castles out of bottle caps and twine, turning small told me yesterday we never really change. I put the pocket watch back on the shelf. The old songs on the radio don't sound so strange when you finally learn to love your younger self. Scratchy gray flannel pressed against my thumb, hanging in the back room where the dust moths hum. I ran a hand along the worn out sleeve and found the ticket stub from 63. We bought 2 seats to see the big band play before the world got busy and drifted away. Fabric holds the chill of October night when we walked 4 miles under single street lights. We had no silver and we had no gold, just a pocket full of promises to hold. We swore we'd build a cabin by the western sea where the waves beat time for a young man's song. I carried the guitar and you believed in me while the midnight wind blew steady and strong. No map in our hands, just a spark in the dark, leaving our little mark on the world. Coarse woolen threads kept the prairie cold at bay as we counted every freight train rolling far away. You drew a grand piano in a pocketbook and gave the empty station house a second look. We talked about the cities where the neon shines, tracing out our future on the telephone lines. The fabric holds the chill of October night when we walked 4 miles under single street lights. We had no silver and we had no gold, just a pocket full of promises to hold. We swore we'd build a cabin by the western sea where the waves beat time for a young man's song. I carried the guitar and you believed in me while the midnight wind blew steady and strong. No map in our hands, just a spark in the dark, leaving our little mark on the world. Time takes the stitches out of every coat, fades out the melody that young hearts wrote. But standing by the cedar closet door tonight, the years fall back like snow in yellow light. I fold the flannel gently back into its place and wipe a little dust off the wooden case. The dream was simple, but the cloth held tight. Good night, my old friend. Good night. This scratched red guitar pick rests beside my cup. I stare at the plastic till my tea cools down. It played every hall from here to Omaha. 21 felt like a golden crown. We did not need money, just a full gas tank and a handful of chords that could shake the room. I close my eyes and I hear the bass line thrum, the highway whispering where the wild ones come. We traded sleep for songs that set our hearts ablaze, chasing a shining dream through midnight's neon haze. Though youth has drifted past like smoke upon the breeze, that fire stays alive inside my quiet memories. I held a whole bright future right between my thumbs and kept the honest melody through everything that comes. The vinyl is spinning in the living room. My hands are not fast as they used to be. I laugh at the young man in the photographs who thought he could conquer every stormy sea. He did not care much for a steady home, just wanted a stage where the lights were high. I close my eyes and I feel the curtain rise, still dreaming big beneath these older skies. We traded sleep for songs that set our hearts ablaze, chasing a shining dream through midnight's neon haze. Though youth has drifted past like smoke upon the breeze, that fire stays alive inside my quiet memories. I held a whole bright future right between my thumbs and kept the honest melody through everything that comes. Time took the volume down, but not the rhyme. The simple joy of living stayed behind. I look at this piece of plastic on the wood and know in my heart that the ride was good. I slide the red pick back into my coat pocket. The record stops, but the feeling stays inside. Every young dream still belongs to me tonight. I turn off the lamp and smile in the soft dark. Total quiet broke the second I remembered our old pact. The parlor clock was ticking, but my heart was looking back. A silver moonlight drifted through the faded linen blind and brought a restless picture to my quiet, tired mind. We sat inside the kitchen with a map across our knees. Two kids with wild ambitions, chasing heavy summer breeze. The ticking stopped its rhythm as the memory took shape. A doorway in the shadows, offering a quick escape. We left the engine idling under porch lights turned on low, with $50 borrowed and 1,000 miles to go. The highway stretched like velvet towards a sky of blue and brass. We swore we'd hold the future while the world went by in glass. A silver radiator hummed a bright and steady tone, while telephone poles raced us down a county line alone. You pointed at the skyline where the city towers gleam, and promised every street lamp held a candle for our dream. The upholstery smelled like leather, and the dashboard glowed in red, with every single word of hope we hadn't ever said. The decades turned the pages, and the chrome began to rust. The highway turned to gravel, and the gravel turned to dust. But standing in this quiet house, the headlights cut the dark, and every sleeping dream we carried still retains a spark. We left the engine idling under porch lights turned on low, with $50 borrowed and 1,000 miles to go. The highway stretched like velvet towards a sky of blue and brass. We swore we'd hold the future while the world went by in glass. The parlor clock is ticking, but the ignition key turns slow. I close my eyes and listen to the radio long ago. The driveway holds the shadow where we stood so young and brave, and I still keep the promise that your 18 years once gave. Coarse woven linen brush my fingertips, unfolding memories from long ago. A yellow dress my mother built for spring, with double seams that time could never slow. I touch the thread and suddenly I'm back, standing beside you on the gravel road. We had a map drawn out in blue ink pen, and $20 for a full gas tank. We chased the highway straight toward the coast, believing every promised word we spoke, while neon signs illuminated hope before our simple youthful pockets broke. We sang along to melodies on turnpike radio stations, and built our future out of bold imaginations. The tailored jacket that you wore that night felt rough and heavy underneath my hand. You talked about a shop you'd open up, a life as sweet as gold dust in the sand. We shared a single bottle of cold soda and swore faster than the summer wind and altered every boundary line we drew. We chased the highway straight toward the coast, believing every promised word we spoke, while neon signs illuminated hope before our simple youthful pockets broke. We sang along to melodies on turnpike radio stations and built our future out of bold imaginations. The cloth is faded now, the color's pale, yet every stitch remains entirely whole. Though life took turns we couldn't calculate, that early fire still warms a quiet soul. I fold the fabric gently back in place and smile at where the wild highway led. The dream lives on inside this attic room, with every tender word we ever said. The glowing red 9 on the bedside clock ticks down the quiet hour before I sleep. I close my eyes and let my mind unlock a secret promise that I plan to keep. I picture us when silver fills our hair, sitting together in the evening air. We will not worry if the days went fast, or count the pennies that we failed to hold. We'll raise a glass to every dream that passed and smile to find our hearts are still pure gold. When 50 winter seasons drift away, we'll rock upon a wooden porch together, recalling how we chased the break of day and sang our songs through every kind of weather, without a single sorrow left to say. You'll point across the yard to tall green pine and say we planted those when we were young. I'll show you worn old notebooks line by line, where every little hope was softly sung. The world outside can run its restless race, while calm contentment fills our quiet place. We'll watch the fireflies perform their dance and laugh about the foolish risks we took, grateful we gave our crazy youth a chance to write the sweetest pages in our book. When 50 winter seasons drift away, we'll rock upon a wooden porch together, recalling how we chased the break of day and sang our songs through every kind of weather, without a single sorrow left to say. To think that all those future days start right now, with two young hands that promise not to yield. We do not need comes quietly to 10. I reach across the sheets and hold your hand. We're starting on the road to 75, just like we planned. An old brass thimble rolls against my saucer, a little tarnished thing from 22. My mother used it when the nights grew longer, to patch the trousers that I outgrew. I held a pencil and a pad of paper and swore I'd build a city in the blue. The radio was playing low and soft, while dusty dreams were waiting in the loft. We packed our aspirations in a battered canvas sack and walked down to the station with no plan of turning back. The track was paved with iron and the sky was clear and wide, with 16 years of wonder burning brightly deep inside. I thumb the metal rim and trace the scratches where tiny needles slipped so long ago. We spent our winters striking cheap wooden matches and watching winter winds begin to blow. I thought that time was something I could carry, a steady river flowing quiet and slow. The dreams we chase when young never really fade away. They linger like a song from a warm midsummer day. I didn't reach the stars, but I walked 1,000 miles, and every single step brings a quiet row of smiles. The thimble rests beside my evening tea. The boy who chased the moon still lives in me. I close the kitchen door and let it be. Deep stillness rested on the parlor floor before a sudden notion cut the dark. I saw us standing by the hardware store, two hungry kids who chased a single spark. We saved our dimes inside a cracked glass cup and swore we would build a life and never stop. The street lamps flickered through the evening chill. Our battered shoes were soaked with autumn rain. We held our breath and watched the rising hill, and promised we would break the family chain. We traded nickel candy bars for dreams of neon lights, and drew our future maps across the frosty window glass. We learned to drive a rusted truck through endless August nights, radio was glowing soft and low. A saxophone was playing from the coast. You squeezed my hand and said we had to go before the quiet village made us ghosts. We packed 2 shirts inside a leather sack and left the front door unlocked at the rear. The dark asphalt stretched out for 40 miles. The dashboard lights cast yellow on your face. We hid our shivering behind our smiles and drove like we were winning every race. We traded nickel candy bars for dreams of neon lights and drew our future maps across the frosty window glass. We learned to drive a rusted truck through endless August nights and swore that simple working days would never let us pass. Now 50 winters come and go like water through a sieve. The photo on the mantle keeps the young color in your eyes. We found the small town lives that we were terrified to live, and discovered every humble house holds its own prize. I put the jar back on the kitchen shelf and turned the parlor reading lamp to low. We built the dream by giving of ourselves, and that was more than enough 60 years ago.
Fresh cedar sawdust fill the evening air beside an empty can of blue enamel paint. Young Davy smoothed the hull without a care, while evening shadows made the rafters faint. He swore that wooden keel would hit the sea 1,000 miles from Kansas, wheat and dust. The neighbors laughed and said he was a fool to build an ocean in a dusty barn. He only smiled and wiped a rusty tool and kept on spinning his secret little yarn. He shaped the pine and dreamed of open foam and traced a map across the concrete floor. A boy who felt too big for staying home, just waiting for his life beyond the door. He carried grand ambitions in his chest and chased the tide until it went to rest. The autumn came and took his youth away. He sold the boat to pay his mother's rent. He worked the local depot every day and wondered where those golden summers went. Yet every time the rainy breeze blew through, his eyes would light up like they used to do. He never saw the great Pacific tide, nor felt the salty spray upon his face. But deep inside the heart he kept inside, he traveled everywhere from that small place. He shaped the pine and dreamed of open foam and traced a map across the concrete floor. A boy who felt too big for chased the tide until it went to rest. Now gray hair sits where dark curls used to fall. He walks his grandson down the gravel road. They stop beside the old garage frame wall, where sweet pine shavings used to lighten every load. He hands the boy a block of polished wood and tells him every dream is worth the ride. The old man smiles because he understood. The ocean always lived right there inside. Stillness held the midnight kitchen tight until a sudden memory took flight. A rusty tin of movie stubs lay open on the chair, and 18 years of dust was hanging softly in the air. We planned to chase the coast down to the sea, just two young kids who believed in destiny. The porch light flickered red against the lane. We traced our future on the window pane. We packed a wooden box with folded maps from years before, not to linger near that quiet kitchen door. The highway stretched like silver thread beneath the glowing moon, while wild ambition played a soft and everlasting tune. We chased the distant ocean where the rolling waters shine, and swore the endless future would be yours and truly mine. Your old guitar was sitting on the faded leather seat. We counted every street light down the sleepy county street. You strummed a chord and said that we were never going back. Two dreamers running wild along a forgotten railroad track. The world was wider than the town we left behind, with every simple promise that a hopeful heart could find. The dashboard clock was stuck at 3 o'clock. We didn't care how far we had to walk. We packed a wooden box with folded maps from years before, and promised not to linger near that quiet kitchen door. The highway stretched like silver thread beneath the glowing moon, while wild ambition played a soft and everlasting tune. We chased the distant ocean where the rolling waters shine, and swore the endless future would be yours and truly mine. The years went by like
passing in a blur, and time reshaped the quiet people that we used to be back then. But sitting in the silence now, the dream is clear and bright, as brave as when we drove into the cool November night. The old Sedan is gone, the road is far away, but courage in the heart will always find a way to stay. We caught the wind back then, and we can catch it once again. The road is still waiting just around the bend. Where did the summer go after the carnival packed up its lights? I keep thinking of high school and worn out guitars on cold October nights. My mind wanders back to the porch with the peeling green paint, where we swore we would grow up to be either legendary or saint. The record keeps spinning long after the last melody dies. Now the tea has gone lukewarm, while the evening thoughts softly blur, recalling the restless ambition and the brave young fools we were. A young dreamer bought a thick winter coat to survive the bitter chill, pursuing a promised future up a steep and foggy northern hill. He surrendered his trusty guitar for a weekly wage down at the mill. Yet every dark midnight, lingering late, finds his hopeful spirit standing still. Why did we think that a highway could solve every ache in our chest? Johnny had plans for Chicago, while Annie headed way out west. I still wear the jacket with brass buttons missing from '84, looking at yellow in snapshots spread out on the hardwood floor. Now the tea has gone lukewarm, while the evening thoughts softly blur, recalling the restless ambition and the brave young fools we were. A young dreamer bought a thick winter coat to survive the bitter chill, pursuing a promised future up a steep and foggy northern hill. He surrendered his trusty guitar for a weekly wage down at the mill. Yet walks. We were never truly lost, just wildly alive and free, holding tight to a tomorrow that neither of us could see. The porch light flickers gently in the twilight breeze. We left our youngest dreams hanging in the maple trees. I close my old notebook and smile at what used to be. The music plays softly, still keeping company with me. Honey-colored lamplight washed the counter glass. An old man stirred his tea and let the silence pass. He looked at my guitar case resting on the floor and asked me where I learned to chase what lies ahead. He wiped his reading glasses with a checkered sleeve. He told me 21 is when you still believe. He bought a ticket for a train that never came and traded every wild ambition for a steady name, yet held the spark of 17 inside his quiet chest to remind the boy with 6 steel strings to give his best. He talked about a girl who painted autumn trees and how they swore they'd sail across the 7 seas. The world grew fast and turned their promises to dust, but shining dreams don't die, they only gather rust. He reached into his pocket for a shiny dime. He smiled and said that fortune always favors time. He bought a ticket for a train that never came and traded every wild ambition for a steady name, yet held the spark of 17 inside his quiet chest to remind a boy with 6 steel strings to give his best. The clock above the kitchen door struck 4:30. A cold wind rattled softly at the entrance door. He told me never let the heavy years decide which songs you leave behind or keep inside. He bought a ticket for a train that never came and traded every wild ambition for a steady name, yet held the spark of 17 inside his quiet chest to remind a boy with 6 steel strings to give his best. He stood up slow and left a tip upon the tray. He wished me luck and gently turned to walk away. I tuned my middle seat and watched the rain descend, knowing young dreams live forever your friend.
Told me yesterday the train was running late, then laughed because we had nowhere to go. A half-eaten apple resting on a wooden crate, a brass key jingling near the iron gate, and 50 cents saved up for the matinee show. We didn't need a map to find the shore. We counted telephone poles along the track. Every small detail hinted something more, and neither one of us was looking back. Build castles out of bottle caps and twine, turning small corner stores into kingdom grounds. We shared a single bottle of sweet elderberry wine, chasing distant thunder through sleepy county towns, believing every open road was yours and mine. I thumbed through Atlas open to the western state, a grease stain on the shoulder of my coat, two silver nickels resting by a chipped tea plate, a dandelion tucked into the garden gate, and words of a song written on a penny note. We didn't need a map to find the shore. We counted telephone poles along the track. Every small detail hinted something more, and neither one of us was looking back. Young hearts build castles out of bottle caps and twine, turning small corner stores into kingdom grounds. We shared a single bottle of sweet elderberry wine, chasing distant thunder through sleepy county towns, believing every open road was yours and mine. The years roll on like gravel down a hillside lane, taking the polished chrome and the quiet days. But the pocket knife, the ticket, and the window pane keep showing me the boy inside the golden haze. You told me yesterday we never really change. I put the pocket watch back on the shelf. The old songs on the radio don't sound so strange when you finally learn to love your younger self.
scratchy gray flannel pressed against my thumb, hanging in the back room where the dust moths hum. I ran a hand along the worn out sleeve and found the ticket stub from 63. We bought 2 seats to see the big band play before the world got busy and drifted away. The fabric holds the chill of October night when we walked 4 miles under single street lights. We had no silver and we had no gold, just a pocket full of promises to hold. We swore we'd build a cabin by the western sea, where the waves beat time for a young man's song. I carried the guitar and you believed in me, while the midnight wind blew steady and strong. No map in our hands, just a spark in the dark, leaving our little mark on the world. Coarse woolen threads kept the prairie cold at bay as we counted every freight train rolling far away. You drew a grand piano in a pocketbook and gave the empty station house a second look. We talked about the cities where the neon shines, tracing out our future on the telephone lines. The fabric holds the chill of October night when we walked 4 miles under single street lights. We had no silver and we had no gold, just a pocket full of promises to hold. We swore we'd build a cabin by the western sea, where the waves beat time for a young man's song. I carried the guitar and you believed in me, while the midnight wind blew steady and strong. No map in our hands, just a spark in the dark, leaving our little mark on the world. Time takes the stitches out of every coat, fades out the melody that young hearts wrote. But standing by the cedar closet door tonight, the years fall back like snow in yellow light. I fold the flannel gently back into its place and wipe a little dust off the wooden case. The dream was simple, but the cloth held tight. Good night, my old friend. Good night. This scratched red guitar pick rests beside my cup. I stare at the plastic till my tea cools down. It played every hall from here to Omaha, when 21 felt like a golden crown. We did not need money, just a full gas tank and a handful of chords that could shake the room. I close my eyes and I hear the bass line thrum, the highway whispering where the wild ones come. We traded sleep for songs that set our hearts ablaze, chasing a shining dream through midnight's neon haze. Though youth has drifted past like smoke upon the breeze, that fire stays inside my quiet memories. I held a whole bright future right between my thumbs and kept the honest melody through everything that comes. The vinyl is spinning in the living room. My hands are not fast as they used to be. I laugh at the young man in the photographs who thought he could conquer every stormy sea. He did not care much for a steady home, just wanted a stage where the lights were high. I close my eyes and I feel the curtain rise, still dreaming big beneath these older skies. We traded sleep for songs that set our hearts ablaze, chasing a shining dream through midnight's neon haze. Though youth has drifted past like smoke upon the breeze, that fire stays alive inside my quiet memories. I held a whole bright future right between my thumbs and kept the honest melody through everything that comes. Time took the volume down, but not the rhyme. The simple joy of living stayed behind. I look at this piece of plastic on the wood and know in my heart that the ride was good. I slide the red pick back into my coat pocket. The record stops, but the feeling stays inside. Every young dream still belongs to me tonight. I turn off the lamp and smile in the soft dark. Total quiet broke the second I remembered our old pact. The parlor clock was ticking, but my heart was looking back. A silver moonlight drifted through the faded linen blind and brought a restless picture to my quiet, tired mind. We sat inside the kitchen with a map across our knees. Two kids with wild ambitions, chasing heavy summer breeze. The ticking stopped its rhythm as the memory took shape. A doorway in the shadows, offering a quick escape. We left the engine idling under porch lights turned on low, with $50 borrowed and 1,000 miles to go. The highway stretched like velvet towards a sky of blue and brass. We swore we'd hold the future while the world went by in glass. A silver radiator hummed a bright and steady tone, while telephone poles raced us down a county line alone. You pointed at the skyline where the the city towers gleam, and promised every street lamp held a candle for our dream. The upholstery smelled like leather, and the dashboard glowed in red, with every single word of hope we hadn't ever said. The decades turned the pages, and the chrome began to rust. The highway turned to gravel, and the gravel turned to dust. But standing in this quiet house, the headlights cut the dark, and every sleeping dream we carried still retains a spark. We left the engine idling under porch lights turned on low, with $50 borrowed and 1,000 miles to go. The highway stretched like velvet towards a sky of blue and brass. We swore we'd hold the future while the world went by in glass. The parlor clock is ticking, but the ignition key turns slow. I close my eyes and listen to the radio long ago. The driveway holds the shadow where we stood so young and brave, and I still keep the promise that your 18 years once gave. Coarse woven linen brush my fingertips, unfolding memories from long ago. A yellow dress my mother built for spring, with double seams that time could never slow. I touch the thread and suddenly I'm back, standing beside you on the gravel road. We had a map drawn out in blue ink pen, and $20 for a full gas tank. We chased the highway straight toward the coast, believing every promised word we spoke, while neon signs illuminated hope, before our simple youthful pockets broke. We sang along to melodies on turnpike radio stations, and built our future out of bold imaginations. The tailored jacket that you wore that night felt rough and heavy underneath my hand. You talked about a shop you'd open up, a life as sweet as gold dust in the sand. We shared a single bottle of cold soda and swore that we would never change our plan. The years moved faster than the summer wind, and altered every boundary line we drew. We chased the highway straight toward the coast, believing every promised word we spoke, while neon signs illuminated hope, before our simple youthful pockets broke. We sang along to melodies quiet soul. I fold the fabric gently back in place and smile at where the wild highway led. The dream lives on inside this attic room, with every tender word we ever said. The glowing red 9 on the bedside clock ticks down the quiet hour before I sleep. I close my eyes and let my mind unlock a secret promise that I plan to keep. I picture us when silver fills our hair, sitting together in the evening air. We will not worry if the days went fast, or count the pennies that we failed to hold. We'll raise a glass to every dream that passed, and smile to find our hearts are still pure gold. When 50 winter seasons drift away, we'll rock upon a wooden porch together, recalling how we chased the break of day and sang our songs through every kind of weather, without a single sorrow left to say. You'll point across the yard to tall green pine and say we planted those when we were young. I'll show you worn old notebooks line by line, where every little hope was softly sung. The world outside can run its restless race, while calm contentment fills our quiet place. We'll watch the fireflies perform their dance and laugh about the foolish risks we took. Grateful we gave our crazy youth a chance to write the sweetest pages in our book. When 50 winter seasons drift away, we'll rock upon a wooden porch together, recalling how we chased the break of day and sang our songs through every kind of weather, without a single sorrow left to say. To think that all those future days start right now, with two young hands that promise not to yield. We do not need to know the why or how to plant our future in an open field. When 50 winter seasons drift away, we'll rock upon a wooden porch together, recalling how we chased the break of day and sang our songs through every kind of weather, without a single sorrow left to say. The bedside clock turns quietly to 10. I reach across the sheets and hold your hand. We're starting on the road to 75, just like we planned. An old brass thimble rolls against my saucer, a little tarnished thing from 22. My mother used it when the nights grew longer to patch the trousers that I outgrew. I held a pencil and a pad of paper and swore I'd build a city in the blue. The radio was playing low and soft while dusty dreams were waiting in the loft. We packed our aspirations in a battered canvas sack and walked down to the station with no plan of turning back. The track was paved with iron and the sky was clear and wide, with 16 years of wonder burning brightly deep inside. I thumbed the metal rim and traced the scratches where tiny needles slipped so long ago. We spent our winters striking cheap wooden matches and watching winter winds begin to blow. I thought that time was something I could carry, a steady river flowing quiet and slow. The dreams we chase when young never really fade away. They linger like a song from a warm midsummer day. I didn't reach the stars, but I walked 1,000 miles, and every single step brings a quiet row of smiles. The thimble rests beside my evening tea. The boy who chased the moon still lives in me. I close the kitchen door and let it be.